So I have watched the videos of the new governor of New York, and I haven't committed her name to memory yet. Typically that's something I would do before I commented on what someone said, but I don't know anybody that voted for her, and she appears to be a psychopath. So it doesn't matter. I'll read her name and put it in the fucking description. But I watched her at what appears to be a church, appealing to what I believe she was doing was appealing to the religious people who perhaps may not trust the things they're giving us. And she said she prayed to God to solve the pandemic. And God made the smart people, and I guess she means Fauci, make this vaccine. It's from God. And the governor of New York wants you as a Christian, allegedly, to be her apostle, because she is the Messiah. You need to be her apostle and go out forth into the world and convince people to take these injections. Now, if you saw the Project Veritas J&J piece, it's quite funny that, they're saying don't take the shit. But her as the Messiah, you need to go be her apostle, go forth into the world and get people to take this fucking injection. And then I saw her, not in a different setting, at a press conference where she wasn't pretending to be an apostle or the Messiah and speaking the word of God, because the vaccine is from God. I saw her in a press conference essentially saying, look, I'm over this shit. It's time for y'all all to take it, because that's what'll make it go away. And those of you that aren't taking it are fucking up everything for everybody else. Now, this exists in a world where the reality is, and we know, and this is admitted, this isn't kooky, crazy land, that we have been told by the people that they say we're allowed to listen to, that the thing won't stop you from getting sick or making other people sick, yet they're still operating on the premise that we have to control society, fire nurses, doctors, even though they were, hell, in the UK we need to clap for them every day outside. What's up, man? I know that guy. We need to clap for them every day outside because they're heroes in a fucking weird parade through the streets. We clap for the NHS. So they were heroes, went face to face with people with the virus every day, getting their droplets all over them, breathing the droplets. And they were heroes. And now, fuck them. So they're operating on the premise that this will make it go away, and because you won't take it, it's not going away. She's ready to get back to normal. The new governor of New York has had enough of your bullshit, of your hesitancy. And the other thing she said, and this is key, and I'll end on this, because this isn't trying to be a super long-ass video, but she said, look, I've talked to the religious leaders, because she knows all of them. All of them! All the major religions of the world have one spokesman. They have spoken, and they say there is no legitimate religious exemption. So she says, basically, I'm not having any of this, I don't want aborted fetal tissue, fucking genetically modified RNA in me. Fuck you. There's no legitimate religious exemption. The only religion is the vaccine and the Great Reset. And that's what you need to fucking buy into. And this is the last point I'll make, I promise. As a Democrat, she's supposedly a Democrat. She replaced Cuomo. I guess she's a Democrat. I couldn't see New York having anybody other kind of person as their governor other than a Democrat. So as a Democrat and as a, quote, maybe progressive, for those out there that still buy into that whole dichotomy, if someone comes to you and says, I need you to take this injection that God inspired these men, this priest class, to make, and you must take it, or you can't participate in society. Where are all the fucking Democrats that are like, hey, I don't want to be ruled by religious nutcases? Like, what kind of psychopath is like, yeah, I know. Like, how fucking out of touch with reality do you have to be as a, quote, Democrat to not know that most Democrats are going to be less receptive to somebody that's like, I pray to the Lord, and the Lord has given us this vaccine, and you must take it. Be my apostles and go forth into the world and spread my word. This bitch is crazy. I mean, if you're an actual Christian, you'd be like, clearly that's not real. That's blasphemy. You can't say that, you talked to God and had him make you this vaccine. Like, get the fuck out of here, lady. And if you're a liberal or a progressive or a leftist or a communist or a socialist or an atheist or all these people that tend to be on the left side of the spectrum, how the fuck are you letting someone that's an elected, or she's not even elected, nobody voted for her yet. How are you letting somebody who's supposedly, she's a woman, she's an authority. They had to put a woman in there after Cuomo felt up all those women to kind of like, save face and be like, oh, look, no, we're empowering women. But like, really? You're like going to buy into that shit? We're going to have a religious psychopath who believes that she got God to make the vaccine? No. I don't believe it anymore. You should not believe the shit anymore either.